Hello, so today I will be doing the student video assignment on question 6, interviewing someone who is paying back student loans and believes it wasn't worthwhile. So for this interview, I will be interviewing my dad, who has gone through this experience and is going to share his advice and everything that happened and what school he attended, and yeah.
My name is Gerardo Enrique Mendes.
So how old were you when you first attended college slash
I-
institute?
First college I attended was San Diego State. I was 19 years old.
19?
Yeah.
What's the institute you attended?
ITT Tech. After that,
And how old were you?
around 29.
What colleges slash institutes have you attended?
San Diego State, ITT Tech, Mesa College.
What major were you in these college slash institutions?
San Diego State was science and physics. The other ones were general education.
How long has it been since you graduated?
Never graduated. Went to state for about a year. Dropped out. And try to get my degree, like a general degree, just to get it finished, and then go to like a real like state school, UC school, just to have not as much as debt as I wanted, but never graduated. Yeah.
Are you where you wanted to be?
Where I want to be right now, not
Like
based on what I wanted to be. I'm in a good position right now. I'm fortunate, but I wanted to be a scientist, but
a scientist?
it just didn't pan out.
How long have you been paying back the school slash institution, or are you currently paying them back?
San Diego State, I paid them back. I went to state in around 92, 93. Dropped out pretty much 94. Paid them back around 97, 96 maybe. Then I went to ITT Tech, and I'm still paying them back now because I deferred a bunch of those loans, and which was a mistake. I should have been paying them off, but I didn't have like the income to pay them off. But now I do, and I'm currently like paying them off more heavily than before, which was pretty much nothing.
Are they gaining interest? Or-
Right now, no, because of what's going on.
But before?
Yeah, definitely, yeah. I'll pay the minimum.
What kind of loan did you take out?
These are like I forgot what they're called, but government loans, I think. Just like there's a set APR rate, and you pay that much. So I'm still paying them off. That's pretty much it.
Did you apply for FAFSA?
I did.
You did? Did you get any?
I think I did. First state. For ITT Tech, no,
They
nothing.
don't accept
It was
that?
just straight. Had me sign some papers, and someone loaned me the money, which went directly to them, and then I was paying it off after I dropped out of that.
How did you handle the situation at the time?
First, San Diego State. After I dropped out, it was I just paid it off. I was working. I dropped out. I started working full time, and I just paid it off. It didn't take that long. Well, it took about like 4 years or something. But I paid everything off. I dropped out after the first year, so it wasn't that much. I'm not sure how much it was, but it wasn't that much. But I paid it off. ITT Tech, that I was there for I think two years, and they charge you everything up front, so you're in debt for like, or they overcharge you for the education. So I was only there for like a couple of years, but I owed like $24,000 at the time.
What was your experience at that school?
Oh, I didn't like it. It was like it would give you the answers, and it's a weird system. And they went bankrupt, and then they went. It was just like a
It wasn't nonprofit, huh?
no, not at all. It was
In this clip, he explains why it is important to do research on schools such as ITT Tech.
not an intern, contingent at like working at game development, stuff like that. And then I was trying to hopefully get a better job, but no, it wasn't a good deal for me.
Occupation are you currently in?
I'm a production assistant at San Diego Studios, a game development company.
What do you do in your occupation?
Helped design and produce a video game for the game development company. I work for Sony. San Diego Studios, which is part of Sony. SIE, Sony Interactive Entertainment. I'm a production assistant, and we currently develop MLB The Show. And
was this a learning experience for you? And if yes, how and why?
Oh, definitely. If you don't have the money to go to school and you want to go to school, you to go to school. But if you can work, it's hard work going to school and going to work. It's difficult, but it's I think it's more beneficial for the person to do that instead of just going to school based off of loans and whatnot, and paying them off after you graduate. Especially if you don't take on a career that's makes a lot of money. If you're an art major, maybe it doesn't pan out as much, but it's difficult taking on a bunch of loans just so you can go to school and then getting a job, hoping to pay off those loans first, and then trying to build a life, build a career. It's hard.
Okay. Do you have any regrets?
I do. For San Diego State, I should have stayed at school and completed the courses and whatnot. I think that would have helped me out, especially in science. It's a pretty nice career, and I'm pretty sure I would have paid a bunch of those loans off. Not quickly, but consistently. ITT Tech was a mistake. It was a pay for school, which you pay to get in, and then you pay it back when you graduate. But what I was seeing was not. I was not learning anything. It was not a good experience for me.
Do you want to talk about the system for ITT Tech?
The mall I changed from, what was it? I think it was programming. No, it was I changed from programming to electrician, which is like completely different. But I had to start over, and it pretty much set me back. Pretty much started over with the same loans and like additional years to complete the course. And it was I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, and at the time it made sense to switch careers, but thinking back it was not, because it just added to the debt and the loan. And these loans were ridiculous. I'm still paying them off. That's a big regret. Yeah, going to ITT Tech after they folded, they went out of business. Yeah.
Wait, how long after did they go out of business?
No, it was years after.
Years after. Did you know it was a scam after you were?
It wasn't a scam. They provided a service, but at the same time, it was a service that when someone graduated from there, they would place them in jobs. They had job placement there, and it was. I heard about this, but they placed them at my job, at the current job I was at.
Really?
Yeah. So someone graduated, and then they placed them at my job.
Like the area you work in, or your specific position?
No. I'm just I was a contractor at Sony, a PlayStation, and that was one of the jobs they can place you in. All you had to do was apply. You didn't have to go to school for 4 years to
get where you want to.
yeah, to get to my position.
Mhm.
I applied there, and I got the
Oh, so like they basically put you in a job that you don't need any.
not at all,
Like,
not at all.
so they weren't getting you anywhere.
No, yeah, they could have done instead of going to IT Tech, they could have just gone to what I did. Look on Craigslist, saw that they were hiring like
Mhm.
game testers, apply, and that was it. And then they don't
They
care.
give you a job.
I think they don't care where they put you at. They put you somewhere, and so they can say, "Hey, we got you a job based on." At the same time, maybe you didn't have to go back to school to apply there.
Mhm.
Maybe they have like internships or like you learn as you work.
Mhm.
They have a bunch of companies do that. So you get hired on. What do you want to do? Or they hire on for like a position where they teach you what to do.
Mhm.
That's the thing. IC Tech was you go to school, maybe go to a couple of years, 3-4 years, and then they put you in the same position where you could have just walked up and then start working there. I mean, that's what I got out of it. So not really. I mean, it was on TV or commercials. You saw like success stories and like, hey, I went to IT Tech. I'm not doing have a great career, and I figured the same. But once I got in there, I saw what was going on with the teachers. Well, I mean, just the system. I mean, it was a system. I can't blame anyone. It's. I mean, teachers were doing what they had to do, but
what they were told to do.
yeah, I mean, you pass people, and then you get. The more people you pass, the
More money you get.
more money you get, the better your scores are for like teacher reviews.
Question. Do you have any advice for someone who's facing this challenge of debt?
Currently in debt?
Yeah.
Just pay it off as quickly as possible, if you can. If not, there's several like deferment programs where I think if you can't pay it off, if you're making below amount and you can't pay it off, there's a program where you don't have to pay anything for I don't know how many years, but then they just forgive the loan. I think. Yeah, that's it.
Would you recommend going to Mesa first to like a community college before?
I would think, yeah. Going to Mesa College, you get your general education. Mesa, anywhere like a city college, get your general education, take that care of, taken care of, and then focus on what you really want to do. Because a lot of that money is based on spent on general education in like state whatever UC schools, and but then you focus on what you want to do, what your major is. Major takes priority. So I would suggest going to a city college and taking care of all that, and then just focus on what you really want to do, and don't change majors.
Yeah, once you transfer.
Once you're in, just make sure you really want to do what you're studying for. Nice.
Okay, thank you.